live stream right now of a game that I haven't really played before. It is called. What is it called? Space Engineers. It's kind of like Minecraft in space, from what I understand. Sounds pretty interesting. So here we go. We're gonna play through a tutorial number 1, that'll probably just explain exactly what we're supposed to be doing in the game. That should be fun. Takes a little while to load. Excuse me. See what we can get. There we go. Excuse me. Got something in my throat. We'll see what the frame rate is. I kicked down the rendering to 1080p on my computer. I was messing around at 4K, and it didn't quite seem to work. I was having a little bit of trouble keeping up. I was down to, when I had it set at 4K with all the settings on ultra, or on high or whatever, it was like 8 frames a second on the planet's surface. It probably would, excuse me, it probably would have been okay up in space, but you know, I don't know. Alright, so it sounds like we're going to the medical room. You've been accepted to the faction. Great. I wonder what that means. Jump. Okay, so far, press C to crouch. Hold shift to sprint. Before we uncrouch. Life support. No. Life support. As an engineer, you need to make sure that you have energy and oxygen to survive. Energy powers your suit and tools. Hydrogen powers your jetpack. Oxygen depletes constantly unless you are in an oxygenated environment with your helmet off. You can refill your suit oxygen and hydrogen from bottles. Pick up the bottles by looking at them and pressing F. Your suit will automatically be replenished. Replenish. Cool. You can refill bottles. Excuse me. You can refill bottles from oxygen generators that are stocked with ice, or from storage tanks. Look at the conveyor hatch on the oxygen generator and press F to access its inventory. The conveyor hatch, that must be the hatch right there. And press F. Inside it's got oxygen 10K mass. Generator, place bottle. Oh, okay, I put a bottle. Hydrogen bottle, oxygen bottle. Excuse me. And then it filled it up 100%. I get it. And then I close this by closing this. That's pretty sweet. Okay. Drag the empty oxygen bottle you place up in the last room in the oxygen inventory, and it will automatically fill. Okay, that's cool. When ready to proceed, look at the button panel to the right and press button 4 to open the door. Press F to activate the button. 1, 2, 3, button 4. You can recharge energy, oxygen, and hydrogen from medical rooms, but oxygen hydrogen is only available if the medical room is conveyor connected to an oxygen generator or storage tank. That makes sense. Look at the medical panel with the red cross on it and hold F to recharge. Look at the user interface window at the bottom left of the screen to see your energy and oxygen. Okay. Look at the medical panel with the red cross on it. Am I a fool? Is this it? Red cross. And with the red cross and hold F, look at the, okay. Recharge. Okay, down in the corner. I get it. The cryo chamber to the right can be used to recharge energy and also oxygen hydrogen if connected to a generator or storage tank. Press F to enter exit a cryo chamber. Blib, 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 blib. So am I done now? Cool. So I assume that these yellow and gray pipes behind here are the conveyor that he was talking to, because it did say a conveyor port or whatever on that thing. So, alright, cool. I'm getting it. And then what button do I press? Probably number 1, because it is yellow. Seats, flight seats, and control stations allow you to recharge energy. Press F to enter and exit a seat. Really? And then what? Press F. Alright, I gotta read this. You can also enter third-person mode when by pressing B. Okay. F, B. Okay. Hey, look, it's me in a chair. How exciting is that? So they look like the same chairs to me. Alright. Cockpits recharge energy, oxygen, and hydrogen. Press F to enter exit cockpit. To enter exit. Cockpit needs to be conveyor connected to a generator or tank to supply oxygen and hydrogen. Okay. This must be for running some sort of a machine, and then you run a conveyor through the machine. And I assume this would have done the same thing as far as charging me up, but since I'm pretty much at 100. Oh no, I get it. Energy and oxygen actually go down pretty quick. I wasn't really paying that much attention to this. And then back up to 100%. That's really cool. Okay, I get it. This is making me want to build things, you know? It's not picking up that audio, is it? Equip the grinder by pressing G to access the toolbar config menu. Select the character tools tab and control click or drag the grinder to your toolbar at the bottom. Okay. Grinder. I can probably search. Grinder. Grinder. And then drag it to the grinder spot. Alright. Close. And then it's number 5. Whoa. Okay, this is not what I thought it was. Equip the grinder by pressing G to access the toolbar. Select the character tools tab. Oh, I'm an idiot. This is like a big grinder. Does that turn it off? How do I get out of building mode? Okay. G character tools. And one of these is a grinder. One grinder coming up. That actually looks like a grinder. Got it. Is it actually empty? It doesn't say 5 next to it. Oops. No, grinder please. Do I not have a grinder? I can't tell. I'm such an idiot. Yeah, I don't have a grinder. So it's probably inside of here. Oh, look, it's a grinder, and I'm an idiot, because I probably said in those directions, and I'm just not paying attention to them. One grinder coming up. How do I close this effing menu? There we go. So what does it want me to grind through this stuff? Grind through the armor wall ahead by selecting the grinder and holding the left mouse button. Yeah, so what did this one say on the side? Press F whilst looking at the cargo crates conveyor hatch. Drag the grinder tool to your inventory. Okay, it didn't really say. Have a grinder. Okay, so it said grab it or whatever, but then, okay. So the directions are just, they're not terrible, but they're just not the best. Whoa, that goes through really fast. That goes through really fast. Ooh. Is it just a light? Oh. Can I just grind stuff with this? Oh, it's probably because that was just like welded steel. It's probably weak. Okay. This is 9. Access the cargo crate below to pick up components and weld tool. Drag or control click them to your inventory. F. Control click by clicking control. Interesting. Just gonna leave those uranium ingots in there, I think. And let's do the inventory. And what was the other one? Did I not grab these are ships? Did I leave something in there? Oh no, that was just stuff, wasn't it? Stuff. Access the cargo crate below to pick up components and weld tool. Okay. Drag or control click into your inventory. Add the weld tool to your toolbar in the same way as the grinder. Press G. Repair the button panel below by selecting your welding tool and then left mouse button up. Sweet. Okay, that makes sense. I get it. Should that be? Oops. I get it. Space. Okay. Use the hand drill to tunnel through this rock and reach the other side. So, oh, that's 12. Here's 11. Access the crate. It's got a drill in it. I'm willing to bet. So it does. Am I supposed to grab these? No, it's... Right? Am I? I don't know. Probably. I don't know. I'm just gonna leave them for now. I didn't say anything about grabbing ingots. It did say materials, didn't it? I don't know. I'm an idiot. Who cares? Close. And then put it in your inventory. One drill coming up. Thank you very much. Yeah. Does it run on uranium ingots? Is that what it is? Oops. Drill. That's not what I meant to do. Oops, it's not 5. 6. Nice. Am I supposed to use this stone? Probably not. It's just a tutorial. Press F on the small blue control panel to open doors. Do I actually have to use the panel? Tutorial succeeded. So that's that, huh? What am I supposed to do? Probably grind this, right? What happens if I grind out this window? Won't let me. Oh, there it went. Oh, it won't let me outside. Huh? 42, 35, 27, 20. Zero. Is the window gone? Oh, yeah, it is. Goodbye. Is there gravity? Am I falling onto a planet? Why am I falling? Doesn't seem like I should be falling if I'm in space. How do I turn on my suit? Is that X or Z? Alright, well, that was fun. No. Okay, one more of these fun little tutorials, I think, because they really are helping a lot. Inventory and terminals. They already kind of taught me about inventory and terminals. Although terminals are probably much more complex than, what I've seen. Yeah, this is actually making me really interested in building some of these things. Attaching conveyors and all this to move oxygen, what have yous. I have been accepted into the faction. So that's where I get some oxygen from, if I'm not mistaken. Pick up some of the rockets below by looking at them and pressing F. You can see them in your inventory by pressing I. How many of these rockets am I supposed to have? Just a crap load of them? They did just say some, but I'm going to pick them all up. Or is it too much for me to carry? Never have too many rockets, As far as I'm concerned. Oh, now it's going to say, put the rockets down. Okay, you can see them by pressing I for inventory, and I've got 32 rockets of 1,400 kilograms of rockets. 1.44 metric tons of rockets I'm carrying around, but this is space after all. Put the rockets in the rocket launcher. Oh, I get it. This is storage, because I'll bet up above this is a rocket launcher or something, right? It's connected through one of those little yellow things. Oh, that's a rocket launcher. And I was just plugging the rockets into the back. This is awesome. I get this now. So put them inside of there. Drag the missiles. Now press the buttons to fire the missiles. When you have loaded the rocket launcher, press button 2 with F. Goodbye, wall or plow. Those rockets fired quickly. Bang. Come on. Gonna get back my oxygen. And I just got back my energy, I guess. That's it. You can recharge suit energy by using the suit. Excuse me. Try not to walk on the components. They could get kicked away. There should be 15 steel, 4 large steel tubes. Okay, I'm just gonna grab all this crap without kicking any of it off into space. And press this button. Sensor. Interesting. I wonder what that means. Okay. So there should be all that crap. Pick up the components below and load them into the cargo carrier nearby. This is everything, right? Yeah. How do I close these windows? Besides hitting X. Alright. Then what does it say? Approach closely, look at the center, press the F. Your personal inventory is on the left of the screen, the container, and then drag them in there. I get that. And when you have loaded the components into the cargo container, press button 1 to turn the welder on. The welder will automatically pull the components through the conveyor system. Activate the piston with button 4 when the welder has finished constructing it. Okay, cool. This is a machine that builds stuff out of components. And then when it's done, I press this one, and it moves it out of the way. Doesn't seem like... Oh, I get it. It must have been fixing this to turn it into a little bridge. Interesting. So I had to, like, feed the welder all those components? Yeah, probably. And then the welder builds stuff. Okay. Makes sense to me. You need components in your inventory to be able to place blocks. To place light armor requires steel plate. Withdraw steel plate from this cargo container. Access the container with the F button and drag arms. I like how they explain how to take things out of containers, every single container. But there's no reason not to, because if somebody's skipping around, they may not understand. Was that 7? Yeah. 8. You need components in your inventory to be able to place blocks, steel plate, place armor blocks above this panel to make a bridge across the other side. Above this panel? I don't get it. A bridge over there? Still don't get it. Oh, okay. I see. This is the beginning of the bridge. This is the end of the bridge. Okay. So, it probably explained to me how to do this, but I think I figured it out. Power large cockpit armor blocks, right? Not great. It's just light armor blocks. Is that what they said? I don't know. Look at it again. I guess it's not the end of the world if I don't do exactly what they said. I'm getting it. I'm getting it. Makes sense. I need to turn it off. Here's number 1. How do I unselect escape? Escape again. No. How do I deselect tool? Whatever, that's done. It's probably very simple. Press G, press tab to hide on tab, press F1. Okay. Access the control panel and locate the small reactor. Click the button labeled on. Small reactor? Control panel. Oh, I'm missing something here. Access the control panel and locate. Oh, okay. F. The small reactor. Did it say on? Goodbye. Labeled on. Supply power to the connected station. Cool. Control panels can be found on many different blocks. They all work the same way and give systems access to connected blocks. The blue panel below is a control panel. Access the control panel by looking at it. I guess I did that already. The panel below will display the next instruction when the station power is turned on. Now that the power is on, access the control panel and locate the group rotor's bridge. Okay, and then turn the bridge on, I presume. This reactor is out of your reach, but it is connected to the station grid, which means it can be accessed. Okay, that's the reactor I just turned on. Huh? That's cool. Rotor's bridge. Okay, that's the group. And then reverse maybe? I presume. I don't know. Oh, that's really cool. They flip down. That's so cool. I'm really looking forward to building stuff in this game. 12. Welcome. What are we gonna do? Gonna blast our way out again? I think I'm gonna blast my way out. Right? I don't have any of these tools. That was in the last tutorial. So what am I supposed to do? Like, what do they really want me to do? Just quit. Okay. Well, that was fun. That was a good learning process. And now I'm going to use this, and I'm going to end up going through the other tutorials. But I'm going to do it tomorrow, probably, because I'm tired. Whew. It is getting a little bit sleepy right now. Alright, well, thanks for watching. everybody have a good night. And make sure to watch tomorrow if you want to see me finish up these tutorials.